Good morning. How you guys doing, man? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and wow, coming off of the news press conference yesterday, introducing officially Coach Mark Pope as the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, and let me tell you, like, I'm a grown man. I am a grown man, and I got emotional. Like, I got seriously emotional about watching the whole thing. So when I get up, I got my normal, I get my normal text. I got the pictures. I got how fantastic it was. Um, I um I couldn't watch it just yet. So I'm anticipating 3 hours from then. I wanted to go to work, sat down at my desk so I can just watch it. And I'm trying to work, but I got to watch this press conference. And I look at the YouTube and I'm like, okay, how long is the video? And the video is like an hour and 43 minutes. And I cannot tell you the last time I watched an hour and 43-minute video on YouTube and was completely locked in the whole time, like everything. And just to be able to just witness what happened, I did a video about, support, show up if you was able to, drive, catch a ride, catch the bus, whatever you have to do as a fan to show up and to be able to show your support for Coach Pope. Do that. For him to be able to walk into the arena and see as many people as possible that would help him propel his career here at Kentucky as a coach in the right direction. I couldn't have imagined. People joked about it. People said, oh, maybe when how many people would get in, maybe 5,000 or 6,000 people would show up. Times 4. And that's on the inside. That's not even on the outside of them reporting there was over 5,000 people on the outside that couldn't even get in. 25,000 people plus showed up for a college basketball hired official press conference of a coach. What other fan base in America would do such thing as that? No other fan base is going to do that. This is how big the Big Blue Nation is. This is how dedicated the ones who are really sold in on supporting their coach. This is exactly what I hoped for. And if you was there, please let me know your thoughts if you actually had a chance to go to Rupp Arena. What was it like? Was the crowd is as electrifying as it looked on YouTube? It was amazing just to be able to see that and to witness that moment. And the bus, like, what's up with the bus? The bus probably had about 4,000 people on it. The people on the bus just kept coming. They just kept coming off the bus. I'm thinking, and this is just me thinking out loud. I'm thinking that that they got the back door open. They don't never show the back of the bus, so they just get people walking through the back of the bus, which is okay for me because it was beautiful. I mean, people just kept coming. This is one of them things. This is just one of the examples of just when the Big Blue Nation wants to show how special they are, they go and they do things like this. His family felt so proud. Him as a coach coming back at this moment. It felt like this is the time for Kentucky to bounce back. It's just like you have to feel you have to feel proud to be part of such a fan base. And no one's going to steal my joy this morning. No one's going to steal my joy. That's fine. I'm just going to smile. I listened to guys I was on a show last night called Round of Shots. Big shout out to all those guys who helped me on last night. I appreciate it. Round of Shots. Go check them out, guys, on X and on YouTube. I appreciate it. And they was because I didn't get to see it. So they was expressing their thoughts about it. And they was expressing like, dude, like I just couldn't stop crying. Like I bawled like a baby. I'm glad I wasn't home. Because if I was home, I just would have been balled up on the couch just crying. Like I was emotional. Just to see the guys there, just to see how many fans took time out of their busy day and came out and says, we will support our new coach. Even the ones who didn't necessarily agree with it. This is a beautiful moment for me, man, in Kentucky basketball. And this is I said in the video, I said, don't you want to remember years from now where you was at when they officially announced in the press conference for Coach Pope? And a lot of people just showed up, man. Now, it ain't something that I did. Like I didn't have that big of an influence on people, whether they win or not. But I just wanted to do my part because I understand that if I was in the States and I had the ability to actually do it, man, I would have drove. I would have drove to Lexington from where I live, and I would go. One fan texted me on the text line, and they told me that they said there were people I talked to yesterday that drove from Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Florida, Louisiana, Indiana, and Ohio just to be at a press conference, just to hear a coach being announced, and just to hear his first speech as the Kentucky coach live. If that doesn't tell you where the support is at, man, I was there, stood in line for 3 hours, and it was amazing. Mike, Rhonda, hey, I'm so envy that you guys had a chance to go to it. And as another Kentucky fan, I thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules to go to Rupp Arena for that short period of time amongst all those people and traffic and everything else. But I'm sorry, it felt like it was a big party in there. It felt like the house was rocking, for real. And he did the Cats. Why not? Classic moment, man. You gotta go all out when you do these things. And what better way than show the fans, show everyone that he's completely locked in, and you could tell his heart was just smiling. You could just tell he knew I'm at home. This is the possibilities, man. This is how you dream big. Hey, he threw a couple of shots here and there for different people. Hey, he had to throw out the big one. Look, he threw out the little hook for Shepherd. Had to. I mean, how smooth was that? How smooth was that quote that just call out to Shepherd? That's smooth. Hey, if he ain't trying to get Reese Shepherd back in Kentucky, then I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It was just nice, man. And we don't know if Reese Shepherd's coming back or not. I'm for me myself, I'm not allowing myself to go there because I understand the circumstances and I understand where he could possibly go in the draft, hopefully. So I understand if the young man goes back. So I don't want to get my hopes up and he says, Kentucky, I'm leaving, and then I'll be sad. But I tell you what, it's all right with me. I'm all right. Absolutely. I'm all right with that. If he comes back, we welcome him to come on back and let's shepherd these young guys. Why not? This is a good time to call yourself a Kentucky fan. That's for sure. Kathy says, I just wanted to feel the energy Coach Pope would bring beyond expectations. It was. I mean, banging camera, he killed it. To me, man, it was like I listened to the guys on Round of Shots, and I listened, and I couldn't really talk too much because I didn't watch it yet. But those guys, as much as they talked about it, and as much as they raved about how good it was better. Like when you see it yourself, it was better. You just like I was like a little kid at work. Like, yeah, I don't need to work. I'm gonna watch this video. I'll do something later. It was nice. It was just one of those videos like, dude, and certain moments throughout it, it just made you just like, man, I love this guy already. He's that coach. And I think that's what the fan base has been needing for a long time. And you can feel the passion. And he comes in with such a huge tie a huge commitment to the team, only because he really understands what it means to win. And what did he say about Nashville, Tennessee? We go to Nashville to win. We don't go to Nashville just to play around. We go home to get banners. I mean, we go to Nashville. We go there to get banners. And that's what we need to get back to. I'm ready to win a freaking SEC tournament again. Let's go do it, man. It's right there, man. It was, Russ said, it was a rock concert of a press conference. Absolutely. I like these thoughts. You guys keep your thoughts coming. If you think he nailed it, if you think he did okay. As a matter of fact, if you're someone out there who maybe said, you know what, I'm not really sure about whether I'm still sold on Mark Pope or not. Well, after this press conference, did it change your mind for the better, for the worse, or did it just stay the same? And you're still waiting to see what happens. He knocked the home run so much passion. It was good. Yep, Doug, I agree with you. I think everything was so good that it was just like, I felt happy, man. And as a Kentucky fan, all I could sit back and do was just like, okay, don't cry too much. First of all, you're a grown man. Stop crying. You at work, and because I'm a sensitive brother, and sometimes the tears just flow. Yeah, I think my tears just kind of flow. But it was just really good, man. And I was, I was just so thrilled just to see how many fans showed up, man. And if you was there, and if you had the opportunity to go, I will say that I'm envy of you because you had that opportunity to do just that. And, that's one of those moments where you guys will look back from years from now, and you guys will say, wow. And some of you guys out there who are fans remember being in Lexington when they came back in 96, just won the national championship. And he's getting off the bus as a young man, winning the championship, holding up the trophy. And now you had an opportunity to go back full circle. It all went full circle, man. So you're one of those rare individuals who had the privilege of being able to do that. Pope changed the minds of these transfer portal players. He planted a seed. We are going to have a nice team after the press conference. Let's go BBN. Banging Cameron. Thank you for that. I believe that too. Actually, someone sent me a picture or a clip of Big Z and Burke getting shots up at the Joe Kraft Center. Like, I thought Z was transferring. Like, why is he still at Kentucky getting shots up at the gym? Like, shouldn't he be maybe somewhere else? I don't know how that works. I don't know how fast people leave campus once they go in the transfer portal. I don't know if they clean out their locker and just say, I'm leaving. Maybe some of them stay around for class so they can finish class the regular way. But just to see that, and really, I was really happy. I mean, I was happy to see Big Z was still on campus shooting, getting shots up. But I was really happy that Burks was still around too, because, I'm one of the guys that believe in, I hope Burks come back, because I think Burks in this system can really up his game that much more, because he's going to have energy. Unfortunately, he just didn't get that opportunity like he maybe should have under Cal. Big Z supposed to talk to him today. I hope so. I am very, very optimistic, and I am very sold in on the ideal of Coach Pope leading our team back up the way that they're supposed to. And you can tell this dude wants to hang banners up at Rupp Arena that has more of his names attached to it. And I think it starts now. And, people still going to come and tell me, well, it's Mark Pope, he's at Kentucky, he ain't really going to recruit nobody. I feel, and this is just me, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel with all my heart, he's going to figure this recruiting thing out. He's going to have the resources. He's going to have the people around him. He's going to get it done. And yesterday, posted a UK symbol on his IG page. Yeah, so I saw that as well too. All these little cryptic things, all these little things going on. This is, I guess it's college basketball fans as a whole, but these are the things I'm stoked. Me too, Jeff. Let me just read some of this. Jeff says, I was stoked. Derek says, Rupp was rocking, loudest I've heard it in a while. A dude posted a UK symbol and on his IG account too. The Pope Mobile is bulletproof. If this is not a time to just rally around your coach, man, and if this is a time that we just put our differences aside, that all this is over. Coach Pope is my coach, period. Nothing else. Nothing else. He's my coach, period. And I'm excited about that. And I know 25,000 plus people didn't show up at Rupp Arena if they wasn't convinced that this was the right guy in. I don't get into whether Mitch Barnhart should be at Kentucky. That's up to somebody else's. I don't know what's going on with Mitch Barnhart. That's between everyone else. All I know is what he brought in. I don't have to see Mitch Barnhart on the sideline for every ball game. I don't have to see Mitch Barnhart for press conferences every time. I don't have to listen. I don't have to listen to the Don Franklin coach's show, which is tonight. Speaking, I think it is tonight. Tonight. And I don't have to listen to Mitch talk. I do have to listen to Coach Pope. I do get to hear him respond. I do get to see him put his heart into it. That's what I'm concerned about. Everything else, I'm one of those people where, look, it says things that I can't control a lot of things. I can only choose what I think is at this time the appropriate thing for me to cheer for. And the appropriate thing for me to cheer for is that coach that spoke last night at Rupp Arena that freaking killed it. That's who I'm going to cheer for, and that's who has my back. We gonna support this coach no matter what, man. I'm telling you, this is exciting time. This is exciting time for Kentucky basketball, and I'm ready, man, for real. And the 5K that couldn't get in, that's that 25 plus that I just mentioned. Nobody, for real. Like this is good. This is really good stuff right here, and I'm excited that this is where we at for this moment. It is. Took a few shots at Cal last night. I'm just saying, but I'm one of those people where I like to move on. I don't like to keep dwelling on the past. All I can do is just look for the day and hope for tomorrow. And Pope will be there tomorrow because that's our hope. So let's do it. Guys showing up at the arena in a Pope costume, kids, just the arena, just rocking, the music going. Look, 96 team look good. Whew, man, what can we say about this? I'm pretty excited for Pope. Can't wait for October. Me neither. I can't wait. Now, we gotta eventually transition over to football because our football team is working hard to get ready. But how can you not talk about what's going on right here in the moment of time right now? And that is this is just the beginning. Like, this is only the beginning. Name's got to go recruit. So we're going to talk about this process all the way through for as long as it takes. His assistant coaches, his players, who's leaving, who's coming in, the transfer portal. He's already on the phone. This is like we're in this. We're going to walk through this journey with him, and he's going to have our support completely. And I'm all in. And I don't know if you're in, but if you're in, I need somebody to tell me I'm all in. Because I'm all in. Like, it's no need for me to sit here and do these videos. It's no need for me to sit here and do this. All I know is I'm all in. And I hope, and I'm almost certain you guys are in too. And that's what makes this thing right here so special, when you continue to just come together and put everything else out and just focus on the task at hand. And the task at hand is make Kentucky great again. I can say that. Go leader. I can say that. Make Kentucky great again. Kentucky football will be excited. Bangan says I'm all in. Oli said I'm all in. Nobody, I'm all in. There you go. I wasn't at first, but now I'm sold. See, that's it. Let me ask you a question, Dave. Was you sold in because of the press conference? Or when did you actually? Perry was there. He stood up. He ain't going nowhere. Hey, we at least got one player. He ain't going nowhere. He's staying right home, dude. You can't. I'm all in. Yes, sir. I'm all in. Can't wait for basketball to start again. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, man, dude. Look at all we heard. Theo has meeting with Mark Pope. Yep. Oh, so Dave, so you saying that the press conference pretty much sold you and you was pretty much locked in? Dave, did you have a chance to go to Rupp Arena or you just watched it on TV? Because see that for me, I'm all in, Robert. I'm all in. If you all in, come on, let me get that all in right there. Absolutely. I think that press conference, man, just did it. Like it broke things. And people from other teams, that cheer for other fan bases, they just don't understand. I appreciate that, Dave. They just don't understand. We got a handful of toxic fans. And if you take those toxic fans and you take it and you open up the window and you push them out, everything else that you have for the Kentucky fan base is beautiful. I feel like I was a kid again. I think I did too, TJ. TJ said, I'm 46 and felt like I was a kid. I was giddy. Like I work in a building by myself, so no one bothers me. But anybody can come in at any time, saying, for me to help them. But I mean, to me, I was just like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you so emotional for? Like, get yourself under control, Mike. Like, come on, man, be a man. I was like, I can't be a man, dude. I just gotta let it go, man. I'm just like, I think for me, I think it was a situation where that was a moment that I felt like all the fan base needed was just to be able to take in, exhale, and just push out the last 5 years, if anything. Just push it out, get all that out of your system, and then just start fresh. And I think that's what that press conference did for so many people. They just was able to just, if you had to cry, if you got emotional, if you needed to walk, if you start talking to yourself, whatever you needed to do during that press conference to help you transition over to this new era, that's okay. Do what you got to do. But now we're ready to get down to business. We got to be patient. I think success is on the horizon, but we got to be patient. Could he do it all could he all make a major jump in year one? Absolutely. The possibilities are endless, even with not getting five-star players. Even with not getting five-star players, he can still make a significant jump in day one, from day one, and it could be huge. It really could. But we got to be patient. But I'm along for the ride, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm sold. I ain't going nowhere, man. Look, I rooted for the last coach, even as much as as we was falling. So why am I going to just jump ship now because we got a fresh new coach in here and the first year might not go as planned? Why would I jump ship for? I'm not jumping. I'm right here. I'm sold. Nothing that somebody can say in the comments can throw me off. Nobody. And I ain't saying nobody is, but I don't pay no attention to that. I block that out. You got to learn to block things out, man. Sometimes in life, especially the older you get, you realize, hey, man, we live in a world where people just enjoy saying what they want to say. You have to pick and choose who you allow to get you upset, because you have to choose to be upset. And I choose to be happy. I choose to be excited. I choose to get emotional. I choose to want to root for my Cats. I choose to want to get behind my coach and support him and believe in his vision. That's what I believe in. That's what I choose to do. And that's what we as true Kentucky fans, we have to get behind him. We have to say, whatever it takes, coach, whatever it takes, we're right here with you. We're going to ride with you, because he has a good heart and he has good intentions. And he understands that putting banners up in Rupp Arena, as he said, Mitch Barnhart, you'll make room for these extra banners that we're about to put up. You'll make the room. It's already full, but you'll make room for it. I promise you, because you're going to have to. Because winning, it ain't nothing but winning. I'm sorry. If all we do is win, and we got to get back to that, and that's what we want, to have Rupp Arena rocking, protecting our home court, and understand what it means to bring a team in the Rupp Arena and says, you're not beating me on my home floor because you you don't live up to my standards. And you're not Kentucky basketball, and you're not beating me at home. That's what it means for me right there, man. All in, I'm going to love Pope and hope Cal gets a moment of love when he comes to Rupp. Absolutely. Look, he didn't throw shade on Cal. I ain't throwing shade on Cal. We're just in a different era now, and we just got to move on. I wish Coach Calipari all the luck in the world at Arkansas until he comes to plays at Kentucky. Then I want to mop the floor with him, period. But I'm also in on what's the name? Robert said, Cal was my first coach for the university, still processing him leaving, especially with the attachment that I had with Cal, but excited for what's to come, the new era. I get it. No, absolutely, Robert. And you know what, Rob? You're not the only person that feels like that. You're not the only fan that feels like that. And there's a lot of fans that even though they love Cal and they hated for Cal to leave and they wish him the best, they're just like you. We're ushering in the new era, and it's here. And it's get on the train, because this train is about to be fun. This train is about to be fun, man. And if Reed, hey, you guys, I know you guys probably ain't got a lot of time, but you guys mind if I just dream a little bit? Could you guys imagine? Could you guys imagine Reed Sheppard coming back next year? Oh my goodness. Can you guys imagine that? Can you guys imagine Reed coming back? Can you imagine us finding a way to maybe pull DJ back into as well and get a dude back and get Big Z back? I wonder how nice that would be. No, I'm just throwing it out there. Dream. Dream. We're dreaming right now. Is there anything wrong with dreaming and just hoping and just saying, well, why not? Come on back, Reed, for one more year. Let's shepherd this all into March Madness and let's do it the right way this year. Yeah, absolutely. So, we just got to do it. Finally, coach that bleeds blue through and through. Hallelujah. Already love Coach Pope. Already. Sandy, there you go right there. I'm with you. Yep. The Pope and the Shepherd shall lead us to number 9. Go Big Blue. That introduction felt like the old Kentucky basketball buzz across the state yesterday. It truly felt good to be a fan of BBN. Gary, I salute you, because I think we all feel the same way you do. We all feel that way that you do, and that we're happy that we got a Kentucky guy here. And he's already up this morning at work. Oh, he's out. He probably walked into his office like this dude. That has to be a surreal moment. That has to be a surreal moment for him to walk into his office at Rupp Arena and like, oh my goodness, I am truly, not just the coach, I am truly the captain of this ship. And let's go sail, guys, and let's go find our hidden place of where we used to be at. Let's go home to how Kentucky used to play basketball. And that's fantastic. Watch out, teams. Watch out, these little mid-major teams. Who's caught us in the last few years? It's a new sheriff in town, and we're coming for you, because Kentucky don't lose games like that. We don't lose games, and we lost them every year for the past 5 years, and that is Anyway, new era, new dreams, new hopes, same desire, with just a different captain that can lead us there, and that's in Coach Pope. Man, Pope is talking to Big Z and some other players today. He's going to work his magic and keep them boys stay home to play for the Pope 41. Let's do it. I'm okay. Let's just Jason says it was awesome. I mean, if you're just joining, I asked a question at the beginning. How do you feel he did at the press conference? Did he nail it? Did he so-so? Was it so electrifying that you just couldn't was I the only one who shed a tear? Maybe. Okay, I get it. I was alone, so nobody had to see my tears. But surely I can't be the only one that at least shed one tear. Just one tear. Please, somebody tell me that I wasn't the only one. All in, Sister Hart. One good moment yesterday was when Mark told his wife and kids to look around He said, honey, this is our family now, looking around at the crowd. And that is Mike. Hey, Mike, I just want to give you a shout out, man. Mike Dow, man, I tell you what, if there's one guy, man, that keeps in contact with me, and when I wake up in the morning, this individual, man, always has some good information for me. And Mike, I just want to say publicly, secretly, you text me, but publicly, I want to say thank you, Mike, for all that you do and all the information that you give me. I truly appreciate that so much. And there's a lot of you other guys who's out there who does the same thing as well too. And I just want to say thank you. I got goosebumps, Mike. I did. I watched it on YouTube at work, like I said I would, and it was special. It really was to witness that, and you could just tell how excited his teammates was for him. You can tell what this moment meant to them, and just like this dude is actually coaching the Kentucky Wildcats. Wow, he's smart. He's intelligent. What did he say? What did he say to the reporter? Oh, I'm good looking, so I can understand that you forgot. I can definitely understand. So, it's time to go to work now. It's time to go out there. It's time to recruit. It's time to get your coaches. And let's put this team together and let's just see what can happen in year one as Mark Pope as the coach of the Kentucky Wildcats. Do you think the real fans getting in helps the fan base and makes Kentucky look better? Normally, Rupp is full of older season ticket holders, and that bringing that much energy. Honestly, that's a good question, Leslie. A lot of the older, mature audience or fans, they've been in the program for a long time. They've been around the program for a long time. We got an energetic coach. What I hope is this right here, Leslie, if this is the way that I can answer your question. I hope that the energy that Mark Pope puts off, I hope that rubs off on all ages. And I hope all ages can feel the energy and can feel the excitement that I can't just sit down on my hands. I can't just sit here and want somebody to entertain me. I'm going to get up and I'm going to help electrify our home floor and getting back to heaven where teams come in and they like, oh my goodness, this is a freaking 20,000+ fans going crazy on a Tuesday night. This is what I hope he brings, and I hope his energy can just rub off on everyone. And the mature folks, don't be upset if the younger guys and the younger fans who want to get up and have fun, they pay their money like everybody else. They, they came out, they deal with traffic. Let everybody have fun. But I hope with that, this is the start of something that can actually really just ignite. But we just the energy at Rupp Arena, it should be at its best. Every single night that the guys went on the floor, it should be. You shouldn't feel like I come there to be entertained. Let's just continue to do this. This just feels different. Like we finally have somebody in there who, Kevin, I don't really use that language, but I take it because I understand. I understand where you come from, and I can feel the emotions in your comments. I usually don't use that language on my shows, but Kevin, you got it. I completely agree with it. But a guy who really just genuinely cares about Kentucky. And for me, I think that's why I got so emotional, is because you just knew it. You just knew that his words were sincere. You can tell that he just wasn't trying to sell you something, that he was just pulling stuff out of his sleeve, that he was just coming up stuff with off the cuff. You can tell that the words that he spoke, it came from his inner soul. It came. Now, I'm not trying to get religious on here, and I don't want people to start texting me about, the soul. And I get all that. I love Jesus Christ too, and my soul is saved. But you can tell that where he was coming. He was, as they say when people singing, sing from your diaphragm. Sing from your innermost part of you. And I think that's where he spoke from. And I think that's what gave me goosebumps. And as much as I tried to hold back tears, I couldn't. Like I shouldn't be watching guys step off a bus and having tears. Like, it's just guys getting off a bus. But the excitement was there from the whole time. And it was a good time to be able to sit and watch that and experience that from about 7,400 miles away. Probably not that much, but somewhere. About 7,300 miles away, I got to experience that on my computer at my desk at work. And I didn't care if I had to shed some tears because I felt like this was something that the fan base needed. And I think he gave us. And that's why I said in the title, Coach Pope press conference. Nailed it. Period. As my wife say, periods. Exactly. He nailed it. So I know that we like we're gonna support his family. We're gonna be there. She's the new first lady of the Kentucky Wildcats men's team. She's gonna get love. All of this, man. Like, this is just built for this time. Everything comes to an end and new era start. And that's what we're walking into as a fan base, as a team, as a university, as an athletic director. All of this is us saying we're ready for the new change and we're ready to go on this journey with you. This team will move the ball and shoot threes like crazy. Bet go Big Blue. So, we just got to continue to stand behind them, continue to support. I can't wait for March. I can't wait for tip-off. What about the Maui Invitational? Just throwing some things out there. You think the fan base would like that? Absolutely, the fan base would like that. Why not? We just got to play some big games, and our scheduling and all this stuff. And if you want to be considered the best, you got to go play the best. Not only go play the best, but you got to go beat the best. And I think that's the direction that we're going in, is trying our best to say we can go ball and we will ball, because it's going to be, we want our team, as he said, to be a reflection of him, be a reflection of the love that he has, and be a reflection of bringing in guys or keeping guys who want to be at Kentucky. And I think at the end of the day, that is truly what matters the most to me. And it probably means a whole lot to you too as well, is that we got a guy in there that's I'm going to do this because I care about Kentucky and I care about putting banners up in Rupp Arena where they belong. All these other teams that's been having fun at our expense, it's our time. Let's go show those guys that this is a new era. And that mess is unacceptable at the University of Kentucky. We don't allow that kind of mess. We don't allow these kind of losses. We don't allow the people coming into our home court, getting these wins and walking off and celebrating on the middle of our court because they just came in and knocked off Kentucky. We don't allow that mess. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable, and we got to fix that. And I think we got a right coach who understands this is my house. This is the Rupp Arena, and we're gonna protect our home court at all costs. I love it, man. Matt Jones said that an hour before the press conference started was louder than he's heard in years. I believe it. You can't duplicate something on the computer that you can hear in person. But it was loud. It was really loud. And I love seeing happy fans. You could just tell it was a party. You could just tell people just wanted to just go there. You could tell people were just so ready for the change. You could tell people were just so ready to just explode. You could tell so many people just needed to just let loose and just enjoy the moment. And they took advantage of it, and they went, and they will never forget that for the rest of their lives, that I was there when Coach Mark Pope took over as Kentucky. That was, to me, that's the biggest thing and the biggest takeaway from the whole thing. Kim says it was elective. Will we have TV coverage? Yeah. Kentucky's going to be on TV. If you don't think Kentucky ain't gonna be on TV, then you don't know. Then you don't know Kentucky. Kentucky's gonna be on TV. You can bet on that. Kentucky's gonna get his TV coverage. You don't worry about. I'll leave that alone. Kentucky's gonna get his TV time because it's Kentucky. What's gonna change? Let me ask you a question. Did we get TV time 15 years ago? Of course we got TV time. It's Kentucky. We going to get TV time. Chill and tears is what I got. I did. Matt said he didn't remember the last time the presser was open to public. That was major. And to me, that was so important that the AD did that. It was so important that the university opened up Rupp Arena for such a time as this, is that he says, we have got to bring as many fans on board from day one. And what better way to do it? What better way to do it than to open up Rupp Arena? It says we doing it here on this home court. That was genius. That was genius. I get it. You got reporters, you got the media. They can all just pile in. You got a few people here, a few people there. But they needed a representation of what Kentucky stands for. And they did that by bringing people into the arena and says, this is your house. Let's celebrate the new beginning. That's a slam dunk right there, man. I think that's a slam dunk. That was a very, very good decision for him to be able to do that. And, I applaud him for, I definitely applaud him for taking that opportunity to do that. So, I don't know, man, but I'm ready. I'm ready for basketball season. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. I really, really am. And I think that the future is bright for us. And I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to kill it. And remember, killing it doesn't mean I got to go get 5-star players. Killing it is about getting people who really want to come here to Kentucky to play basketball. Yeah, the NIL is going to be there. Yes, people want to get their money. I get all that. But at the end of the day, I think he's going to get guys who really just want to say, I'll play basketball for the University of Kentucky. Because when you can do that, things just turn out to be so special. It just does. I get it. People play for the name on the front of the jersey, and people's going to play for the name on the back of the jersey. But if you have a balance, if you can balance that out as a young man, if the coach can get them to balance that out, it's special. That can be special when you can get that many personalities to buy in, and let's see what happens. Let's just, as they say, hey, let's just throw the ball up and let's see where it falls. And let's see how we can make this happen as a fan base. This is going to be good, guys. James says, I'm excited about next season. I'm glad that we have a coach who understands Kentucky tradition and going to do everything he can to keep it going. And that's James Poole. That's all we want. That's all we want. And we really, really believe that this guy can really, really get it done. We believe that he can really, really get it done. And we're going to sit here and we're going to support him and we're going to be around him until he sees this through. Wonder what Feinberg would say after the presser. Hey, man, that's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. Because, look, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you guys a question. When they threw the press conference, did you guys really, being honest, you can be honest. If you did, that's fine. But how many of you guys out there really, really, really thought that, how many of you guys really out there really, really thought that Rupp Arena was going to have that many people there? Like, really, honestly, was it anybody out there, just give me your thoughts. Was it anybody out there who really thought that that many people was going to show up? I didn't think that many people. For me, honestly, I was like, look, if we can get maybe 10,000 people there, this Sunday afternoon, this Rupp Arena, it's just a press conference. And then Kentucky fans just go and just show out. I thought 15K. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't expecting that many. And we only talking about the people who got in. We still talking about the guys the people who didn't get in. It was like, man, I should have got here faster. I should have got here sooner, man. For real. Why come I didn't get here sooner? I should have got here sooner. Hey, you snooze, you lose. For real. And that's pretty much how it goes. But it's just really, really good that we got a coach that we can just all get behind. Well, I don't want to use the word all, because not everybody's getting behind this. Not everybody's getting behind this hire. But for the 99.999% of the Kentucky fans who are supporting this call and this hire, kudos to you. I was just overwhelming evidence that Kentucky is a special. There was 44,000 people watching live on Twitter. Look at that. I didn't say it. Good job, Mike. Thanks for the info. 44,000 people watching on Twitter. You don't think it's a big deal? You don't think it's a big deal? And wasn't yesterday the Masters? I don't watch golf like that, but wasn't yesterday, I think, was like something for like golf or the Masters or something like that? I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah, what about playing St. John's? We're going to play St. John's. We're going to play Rick Pitino. Why not? You leave Louisville, we'll still find you and we'll still play you. I hope and Pope. Absolutely. So this is exciting time, man. This is so exciting. And I'm just like, I'm so stoked that I'm part of this. I'm so stoked that I can witness this. I'm so stoked that we get the opportunity to start fresh and that we can see what happens moving forward. But this is awesome though. Crickets from all the hater channels. You gotta respect this, man. Like you can say, like outside fans can say what they want to say about y'all went out and got this coach? Like, really? Y'all went out and got him? Yeah, we did. And you know what? Don't freaking talk about him. Because you want to know why? Because he's one of us. And that's why we love him so much. Sorry about that. But I get excited. I get excited like all y'all. I'm just a fan like all of y'all. I'm a fan like Sandy, like Mal, like Rob, like nobody. I'm a fan like all you guys. I'm no different. I'm just like you guys. I just want what's best for Kentucky Wildcats. That's all I want. Nothing less, nothing more. Just give me the hard work that represents the people that came before you, the pride, the joy, the attitude, the determination, the energy, the funness. That's what I asked for. For real. That's all I asked for. And we got a guy in there that's going to do that. Could we have waited for somebody else? Could the AD just kept looking for people? Could he just keep looking? Hey man, let's just get this started. Let's just get this started. Why prolong this process? Go get your guy. Go get a Kentucky guy, and let's see what happens. That's it. Jay Wright didn't get his first win for 11 years. Pope has his shot, and I believe that he is going to get his first tournament win this year. Let's go to the tournament, man. Let's go see what happens. Like I said, Pat Kesley, they both won the press conference, but it's nailed down to recruiting and winning. I posted your podcast on Facebook group, SportsView, too. Absolutely. Thank you. You must be talking about what's name, Pat Kessler. But, hey, man, we just got to go. The Pope dope is strong. If I could start a message, this right here would definitely be the one. The Pope dope is strong. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun, man. I'm just actually getting off from work now. It's actually about 3:45 in the afternoon, and I rushed home and just changed shirts and sat down and just wanted to just start you guys this morning off because I wanted to be with you. Replying to Nathan Taylor, yeah, I figured he wouldn't come back. I'm not really sure who that is, who he's talking about, but this is Kentucky in a nutshell, man, and this is it. We're going on a fun ride, and I'm honored to be here with you guys. I'm honored to be here with you guys representing Kentucky with the finest fans for the 99.9%. of the best fans in college basketball. I salute you guys. Shepherd is really not the whole package, just my opinion. I'm not saying he's the whole package, but I tell you what, having Shepherd back wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. I mean, he would only come back so he can actually become more of the package. But I tell you what he brings. I mean, let me ask you a question. Did you think Theo was going to come back in his sophomore year? Do you think Theo was going to come back in his sophomore year and make a huge impact like he did? And he still got room to grow. But did you think he was going to make a big jump? Hey, come on back for sophomore. Man, see, this is the thing, man. Like, you can have a great freshman year, but if you come back for a second year, guess what? You already know college basketball. You've already made that jump from being a senior in high school to hanging out with your buddies riding around the corner. You've already experienced that. Now you done went through a successful year, maybe not team-wise, but you gotten better as a player in your first year in college. Think about what you can do as a sophomore. Think about it. What could happen? That's awesome. No one, I'm sorry, because I don't think many of us, we've seen flashes of a dude as a freshman, but I don't think anybody really expected him to come out the way he did in his second year. Think about the year that Reed had a much better year than Theo did as a freshman. It's clear. Freshman of the year, all the awards. Think about what he can do for the growth as a sophomore. I'm just dreaming. I don't have any inside. I ain't gonna hate on the young man if he goes pro, but just think about the growth that he can do. Did you see the Theo Instagram? I did. Someone actually showed it to him. Theo is still in Lexington. All right. Big Z is still in Lexington. I seen pictures of him shooting ball. This is exciting. Kids, this is what this press conference does before I get off. This is exactly what the press conference does. And I said this in another video. Having that press conference with as many fans as you can, that gives Coach Pope a foot in the door to at least have the conversation. At least have a conversation. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's something to this guy. It's something to Coach Pope. Maybe I should just listen to him and just see what he has to say. There's nothing wrong with that. And you never know, you can just change somebody's heart, because sometimes when you talk to people and they can feel that you're genuine and they can tell that they really want you and they really want your best interest at heart, you can just tell that it's real, and you can just tell that you're not just getting a speech, but you're getting somebody's heart, and that's what it is. What is wrong with Blue Nation? It can't get worse than what it is. We have a much better coach coming in, and if the players leave, let them go. Cal has poisoned in college basketball for his gain and said it's for the kids, just like a politician. I don't know. All I know is Calipari is gone. I agree. If a young man wants to go, let him go, because the ideal of the whole thing is get people in who want to be here. And if you get a kid who decides, I want to go try something else and I want to go somewhere else, hey, we wish you all the best. The door is still open if you decide. But I'm going to keep recruiting, and I hope that if you're going to make a decision whether you're going or not, I hope it's soon than later, because I got to get kids who want to be here, and I need to assemble a team as soon as I can so we can get down to business, so we can start instilling my way, how I feel like how the Cats play basketball, so I can give you guys my experience. See, you playing for a coach who walked these floors, who walked these hallways, who sweat, who got blood, who cried, who was angry. I've experienced it all right here where you're sitting at. And I can tell you, this is where you want to be at. And if you stick in there with me, I'll take you back to where we can hang banners in Rupp Arena, because of what you do together, collectively. Yep. Absolutely, Kim. He said Big Z just left Kentucky. Also, he just flew out of Kentucky. I'm glad you're waking up to a good news. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Coleman. I appreciate it. Also, I just got news that Big Z just left Kentucky. Did he fly back home or did he fly out of town? If you have any information, Omega, you can let me know that. I appreciate that too as well. That's good information. That's the good thing about doing this right here sometimes is that when you have a lot of people talking, people can give some pretty good information that maybe some of us didn't know at the time. So you be able to see this and then we know that, hey, this is what's going on. So if I say something and it's not true, then I'm okay with being fact-checked. Sorry about that. I'm okay with being fact-checked just so we can make sure that we're all on the same page and that we're all getting that we're all on the same page. Absolutely. Jeff said, let's stop talking about the past. Coach Cal made us some fun time, but now it's Coach Pope time. Let's move forward. I am 100% with you, Jeff, on that. Like, I just got to go on. I just got to move on past that era. That era is gone. Nothing we can do about that. The only thing we can do is we could just put our trust that the future is bright for us. That's all we can do, man. Like, I can't get mad. I can't send out bad texts. I can't just start getting upset at people. I can't. You can't live like that, man. You can't. I'm almost 50 years old, man. And a guy told me today, man, I thought you was like 36 years old. No, man. It's about just loving the moment, treating people with love, and forgetting the past, and just keep moving toward it. That's what this is all about. And this is no different than life. That era is over. Mark Pope has started his, and that's who I'm supporting, and that's who I'm giving my attention to. Let's talk DJ Wagner. What's his status? You know what? His status is very unclear. I don't even. I have to assume that he's still on campus. No pictures I haven't seen any pictures of him. I don't know if he left. I'm pretty sure Cal's definitely going to be recruiting him hard. I mean, why not? He had his dad. He knows how good he is or how good his ceiling is. So I'm pretty sure he's going to try to recruit him. But I haven't heard anything yet about DJ Wagner. And if anyone has, please share it in here. Let's make this a community of information. And if you have it, please share it. It's just that good, for real. So I didn't come on here to do a whole hour, but you guys may come in here. An hour just goes by so fast. And I'm so appreciative of all of you guys taking time out with your morning joe or your morning coffee from Starbucks, your breakfast, eating your apple, your bananas, leaving the gym, at the gym, wherever you at. I appreciate it. I don't even know where most of you guys Wild fans stalking Big Z. I don't know why they stalking Big Z for, Maverick. I don't get it. Like, and I made another video about that. Just that broke my heart, man. Because if Big Z wants to go try other places, let him go try other places. Don't bash him. Because he may decide to come back. It's all about making sure as a fan base, we don't go taint what Kentucky really stands for. We don't go taint what 99.9% of the Big Blue Nation stand for by a handful of toxic fans who want to attack players because they don't want to, because they feel like they might want to transfer. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's why Vince Merrill keeps relationships so good with players who don't choose Kentucky. And then when they feel like, you know what? This ain't home for me. I'm going somewhere else. And guess where they end up at? Right back at Kentucky for the team that was recruiting them first anyway, because they felt like that was home. Because of relationships. This is all about relationships. And when that 0.9 or 0.01 just becomes very toxic, that speaks loud and that speaks volumes. And sometimes no matter how big the Blue Nation is, that's the last thing that some of these kids remember and their families remember is, wow, really? They're gonna show their color like that, huh? Wow. That's really how they gonna act, huh? Okay. All right. I know I'm out of here for sure now. So we just gotta go do it. Pope going to make Kentucky great again. Excellent job managing all the questions. So this is Yeah, this is hard. It really is. But thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it. I don't have all the answers, but I tell you what, I rely on you guys as other fans to come up to have some good answers and some good responses. And I feed off that. I'm just going to be real because we're in this together. We're in this together. And I'm not ashamed to say that there's people out there, a lot of people out there who are watching, who know 100 times more than I know about Kentucky. Because, see, they asked me last night on the podcast about the 96 team and little stuff like that. See, I didn't have that privilege because in 96, I wasn't living in America. In 96, I was living in Italy. So I didn't have the luxury of enjoying the 96 championship. I didn't have that like a lot of people have. So I didn't really get to enjoy those particular moments. And there's so many of you guys out there that can tell you what happened in 96 with the championship team like it happened yesterday. And when you talk about it here, I learn. I learned from all of this. I learned from all of y'all. And together, we're winning. We're winning this year. We're doing it, guys. We're making a comeback in Kentucky basketball. And that's why this is so special when things like this happen. So, hey, I'm going to get off from here now. I thank you guys so very much for what you guys have given to me. I thank you guys you guys have grown my YouTube page. I just get emotional because I cannot believe it. Kentucky's back, baby. I cannot believe that you guys have went and subscribed to my page the way you have. And I thank you guys so much. If you haven't, please go and subscribe to my page on YouTube. I'm on X at Big Mike 2014, 23. I have my own text line. It's a free text. You can text all you want. If you think it doesn't work, just try it. Okay? Just try it. 270-220-0994. And just tell me your thoughts about Mark Pope. Tell me your thoughts about Kentucky basketball. Tell me about women basketball. Hey, I think it's Coach Brooks, man. They get ready to kill it. He's killing it in recruiting. Guys. Kentucky sports, man. Kentucky sports. It's amazing. It really is. It like to the core. Kentucky sports is in the core. And that's what makes me smile. And I know that's what makes you guys smile too. And that's why we surrounded ourselves. That's why 25,000 plus people showed up at Rupp Arena. That's why 44,000 people was watching on Twitter. That's why as many as people was watching on their TVs and on the other ways that they was watching it. The other people that was watching it on YouTube. That's why. Easily, well over 100,000 people watched that. Well over 100,000 people. Easy. Just to watch a press conference. Are you kidding me? Just to watch a press conference. Come on, man. Really? Only at Kentucky. That's what we do right there, man. That is what we do right there. You can watch 𝐋𝐈𝐍𝐿 tournament on YouTube. Oh, I will. But I can watch it, Jeff. But you guys who actually had a chance to really experience it and watch the guys come home from the championship and watch the bus come in, that YouTube would never give me what you guys got. I can watch it on TV and I will. But I would never have the experience that some of you guys had back in 96. And that's okay because I was serving my country. So I'm happy that I chose my choice. Absolutely. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Go Cats. Please follow me on YouTube, Loyal BBN Fan Show, and X. I appreciate it. Had a party, and Kentucky had a party. Arkansas had an event announcing Cal. Kentucky had a party introducing the Pope. I'm out of here, dude. No more, Mike. No more, Mike. That all makes sense, man. Absolutely. So go Cats. Thank you guys once again from my heart to your hearts. Let's go enjoy a huge day being a Kentucky fan, and I'm okay with that. Let me see if I can replying to Omega Chamberlain, I got teary-eyed too. It's been that way for the past few days, just tears of joy for what the next season will bring. I think we all speak from that. I rewatched the presser 3 times already. Felt like a tournament game. It did, right? The crowd was pumped up, man. They was excited, man. And you could just tell, I'm leaving, but you could just tell that Coach Pope wasn't going to stop it. You can tell he understood the moment. If you guys have watched the movie Crimson Tide, and right before when Denzel got to the ship, and right before he just got on the submarine, and right before they actually went underwater, the captain gave him a lot of kudos. He says, "Good job, Mr. Hunter." He said, "Why? Because you knew to be quiet and just enjoy the moment." And I think that's what Coach Pope did yesterday when the crowd was going crazy. I'm not going to interrupt this. This has been a long time coming. These fans need to release for once and for all. They had some releasing to do yesterday, and I think that's what they did. They released all that they had bottled up inside of them, and let's start this new era. And I got to let these guys go. Can you imagine how stoked Coach Post was last night and how shocked his family was seeing that? Exciting times for BBN. Oh, I spoke about that earlier, Sandy. And let me tell you, he can tell his daughters about what happened, but until they felt that last night, they was like, this is unbelievable. Like, what is this? What, like, these guys are here doing this for a press conference? We got to go to ball games and we got to show out. Thank you, guys. Please tune in next time to Lloyd BBN Fan Show. I love you. I thank you guys, and you guys have a happy, happy day. Go Cats.